For its new Galaxy S10 series smartphone, Samsung has completely revamped that camera hardware and added in some fresh new features to help you Instagram like a motherfucker. We've been hands-on with the S10, S10 Plus and the S10e to see what the difference is in that camera tech and check out all of the best new bits. And for more on the latest and greatest mobile tech, don't forget to poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So first up, let's take a closer look at that rear end hardware. On the back of the S10 smartphones, you'll find the same primary 12-megapixel lens, using dual pixel autofocus and Samsung's dual aperture tech as well, switching between f1.5 and f2.4 depending on the lighting conditions. You'll also spy a secondary 16-megapixel ultra-wide angle lens with an f2.2 aperture, offering a broader view of the world. However, while the cheaper Galaxy S10e stops right there, the standard S10 and the S10 Plus model add a third shooter as well. This one a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with f2.4 aperture for zooming into a distant subject. Now, this Galaxy trio all use the same camera app with almost identical functionality. The primary difference is that you can swap between those three lenses on the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus with just a tap of these icons on the main screen, while the S10e of course only offers a choice of two. Switching is super quick and easy, so you can do it on the fly to grab the perfect shot. Compared with last year's Galaxy S9 handsets, you'll see that Samsung has thrown in a couple of other fresh changes as well. For one, the scene recognition mode is now smarter than ever, identifying a further 10 types of subject. Samsung has added in support for moggies and mutts as well as clothes and shoes, obviously all popular topics on Instagram. And there's also a new best shot mode which can help you to line up a better looking photo using the rule of thirds. Just follow the on-screen guidelines and you really can't go wrong. Alternatively, if you're already a bit of a dab hand at this photography malarkey, then check out the Pro mode instead. Like before, this offers complete control over all aspects of the hardware, including the shutter speed, ISO levels, and of course the aperture size of that primary lens. The full complement of standard bonus photo modes are also packed onto Samsung's Galaxy S10, S10e, and the S10 Plus. These include Samsung's stalwarts such as the panorama tool, food mode, and of course that AR emoji gubbins introduced in the Galaxy S9. And we do enjoy a bit of live focus as well for blurring out the background with a selection of bokeh style effects and making your subject really stand out. You can actually see the results right there on the screen, so it's great. Switch to the video mode and you can shoot up to 4K resolution footage on all three blowers, and even at that top setting you have a 60 frames per second mode as well for hyper realistic results. Plus, you also now have the option to shoot HDR footage, and better yet, you can actually tick a box which says shoot HDR only when needed, so this feature can actually self-enable if your Galaxy camera detects strong contrast. But does this feature actually work, and are the results as strong as the 4K HDR footage shot on Sony's flagship phones? Well, stay tuned for my in-depth look at the Samsung Galaxy S10 camera tech for all you need to know. Samsung has also added in a super steady video feature to the Galaxy S10 family, which is exactly what it sounds like. Similar to the Pixel 3 phones, you can capture smooth looking clips even when traveling at speed, thanks to the advanced image stabilization. And again, we will be testing this feature extensively. And yep, you do indeed get fan favorites such as that super slow motion mode back on board, complete with manual and automatic capture. So let's flip these mofos over and check out the selfie snappers. Again, there's a difference in the camera specs between these three different Galaxy blowers. The trio all serve up a 10-megapixel primary lens with an f1.9 aperture, again with that dual pixel autofocus. However, the Galaxy S10 Plus is the only new Samsung snapper to sport a secondary 8-megapixel depth sensor for more accurate portrait-style shots. You get a choice of standard photos and live focus when using the selfie shooter, while you can also flip between a standard aspect shot and a slightly wider angle photo. And when we say slightly, we really do mean slightly. And the good news for any vloggers out there is that you can capture your beautiful face in glorious 4K resolution. Or not so good news if you've had a skinful the night before. So that right there is an overlook at the new Galaxy S10 smartphone camera tech and some of the features packed inside, including some of the best new bits. Definitely stay tuned for an in-depth look at the actual photo and video quality, which we'll be doing once we actually get our hands full-time on the review quality handsets. In the meantime, let us know what you think down in the comments below. If there's anything specifically you want us to cover in our full camera review, it would definitely be great to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest mobile tech. Cheers everyone, love you!